Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Pierce. I'm playing around with a new screen share called Screencast-O-Matic. It's a free. I believe you can buy it for a year for like less than 15 bucks. But the free version works. YouTube used to allow you to run your own videos straight onto YouTube, and you could edit them and then share them. That doesn't work anymore. This tool is a little bit slow. It's okay. I'll get the hang of it. So will you if you keep practicing. So one thing I've been told that as things improve in your life, you'll improve your environment. Things will get cleaned up because you're more organized. You'll become better organized. Quality will become important. So today, for the third day in a row this week, I went out and upgraded my environment. Bought a good quality Bluetooth. Got this plug-in option that acts the handle so you can keep it. You can unplug it. Background noise reduction, really important if you want people to hear what you're saying on the other end of the phone. Just an example of applied technology. I went out and spent $90. Actually, I went out and spent $180 because both my wife and I drive a lot. And in the province I live in, they recently increased the fine from $186 to $536 if you get caught on your cell phone doing anything. So I bought a good quality Bluetooth that will allow me to talk and text. It will allow me to answer my phone. It will allow me to send messages. It will keep me in touch with the world because as my team grows in the world, I have people in Mexico. I have people in the United States. I have a guy in India. I have people in England. This is a global business. We live in a global world. If you want to connect with people, start using pictures, share videos, even if it's just something simple like the screencast device. You'll notice I'm wearing my Powur t-shirt, everybody. The Flash. But that's my nod to upgrades. I saw this shirt. It was only $5 actually. I wish I'd bought every one in the store. I would have them for the convention. I may actually get t-shirts made for the Canadian members. I like the idea of the red and white being the Canadian colors with the splashy yellow for the Powur. Although I want a forked lightning bolt. The sign I was born in the Eastern tradition known as Vedic astrology is Vishak, and both my Mars and my Sun are in the sign of Vishak, and the sign of Vishak is symbolized by a forked lightning bolt. If it was Norse mythology, the god being worshipped there would be Thor. That's kind of cool. I've always been a gamer. I've always had fun exploring other alternatives. I've been friends with countries all the way around the world. Africa, India, United States, Central America. This is one of the reasons I do business online. I meet great people. I get to sit at home in my beautiful country in my new office space. You can see I've upgraded with a big filter plant behind me. Oops. Yeah, that's a transplant. I got a bit of a green thumb. That's a cutting from a family plant. The big one upstairs is like that, but has like 7 trunks, and it's in a probably 30-gallon pot. Very big ceramic jobby. You have to move it on a dolly. But I think that along with filtered water, having filtering plants in your living environment is something you can do, especially if you live in a modern home that has all sorts of chemicals and glues and particulates in the air. Having big plants in your house will purify the air that you breathe. There's a little free health tip for all you Powur people. And as you get to know me, you'll notice I interspace stories and lessons and everything I try to share. I've learned that from all the good trainers. They tell stories. I did an article this week about it. Story self-actual tell. Stop telling people what it does. Start talking about how they're going to benefit. It's a slightly different conversation. It takes longer. It's first of all establish they have a need. That's the whole point of this distraction marketing thing. So we know that the world needs clean energy. I know that the world needs cleaner food, that the higher the quality of the food is, the better your overall health is. I can prove that. I can show you pictures going back 7-8 years where I was over 300 pounds. Wow. Talk about hard to get through your day. At one point, I was working 10 hours a day, or sleeping 10 hours a day, working 10 hours a week, because that's all I could do. but that's almost 8, 9 years ago now and completely behind me. I'd like to share with people how it was done, and now that I have my health, I have this opportunity with Powur. And what I'm going to share with you there is you don't have to spend a fortune, but when you do have some money, make sure you spend it on something useful, something that's going to move you forward. Last year at Christmas time, I waited till the Boxing Day sale. I got a laptop. I got a good laptop. Saved hundreds of dollars. You still can't buy that same laptop for the amount I paid a year and a half ago. And since the price of electronics always go down, that's amazing. But it does my job. It keeps me working. I have my old desktop. I didn't get rid of it. I've got it here to spare because you never know when something's not going to work or get left unplugged or oops. It'd be nice to have a second machine, so I have that now. My old machine was 2002 build, so it was like 12 years old when I got this one. But one thing at a time. I didn't go and spend $1,000 on a laptop, but I did spend some money. It's important that you invest in the tools of your trade, like ongoing training. I've been talking a lot about the deep abyss, and that's because the people who run it, the Hawkmans, they work with people on their stuff. They don't talk about all this flash in the pan, gonna get rich, make $1 million in your first year out of the gate. It gets tired, doesn't it? I've been around so long, and money doesn't even excite me anymore. I want to know what you're gonna do for people, what the long-term game plan is, and are you gonna affect real change? Are you gonna be contributing to the world as a whole? You imagine if you got to go to work every day and what you did made a difference in some way to every single one of the 8 billion people on this planet. Well, that's the point I'm at in my life right now. I'm halfway through the race. I'm 50 years old. I want to make 100. I would at least double the age of my heart attack at 46, but that'd be 92. That'd be a fair run of this game, another 41 years. But I figured some things out. I want to share them with other people. So do stay in touch. If you're part of my team, you're seeing this video. I'm only sending it out to the people who've stayed on my list. It's grown, but not grown huge. I let you guys start sharing it with other people. It's time to take this adventure seriously. I've been playing in the online space for a decade, then I've been doing it as work, half-time job, or I guess quarter-time job for 7 years. But recently, I quit a quarter-time job and I started doing this half-time. For me, it was a big change. I've managed to replace the income I walked away from on new things that take less time, but that's through efficiency practice, meeting people, talking to people. I had no idea until I started responding to people that had answered ads that I really enjoyed that conversation. Cold with a complete stranger, explaining what I knew, how it worked, and why they should get involved, because I actually knew the answers. I understood the entire process. I'd been there since the beginning. I'd watched this thing be formulated. I've seen the plans. I know where they're going. I know what they're doing. These people, they're professionals. They've got some of the best people in this space. If you've not been involved with a well-run company, you're going to be impressed. If you've been involved with a well-run company, you're going to recognize the sorts of things going on here. This leadership actually takes active involvement in you growing your business. They're having a meeting today in California where they're going to announce this new 2-month-long contest that's going to change our space, because this business is about change. It's activating the change in everybody. We want to start a revolution, a movement. This is like a war. We're looking for crusaders. Do you want to be part of changing the world? It's really that simple. I mean, I helped people for 7 years get healthier, but that only helped the individual. Didn't help everybody. If you didn't consume the product I was consuming, you weren't going to receive the benefits I'd received. It's quite that simple. Simple truth. If you don't do the activity, you can't get the results. But that taught me something. It taught me that slowly and consistently you can make improvements. So I started with my food intake. Then I started it with my advertising intake, which I've completely eliminated. I don't watch TV. If I'm going to watch something that's on Netflix without commercials, I'm very careful what I put myself in front of, what I expose myself to. I observe at least 2 hours of silence every morning. Then I plan my day. Listen to yourself. You know what you got to do next. I do. You do. It's just how it is. But let's get this thing done. Reach out, talk to me. You got my phone number. If you want to build this thing big, we've got the chance right now in the next 60 days to have the biggest team in this game. Bobby will help you with your new people. He's offered to do meetings. If you can get 3-4 people on a call, Bobby will spend 20 minutes and he will explain this thing. Take them to a new level of understanding that will help them move forward, because that's what Bobby does. If you need them to explain, somebody to explain the basics, how this is different from other businesses, what makes Powur special, the sort of people we're working with, send them to me. But if somebody's sitting on the fence, they don't quite know what they need to do next, or they're not sure they can afford to do this, or they don't have the time to do this, text me. I will get a hold of Bobby. We will all get together on a call. We'll help your person come to the right decision. This isn't for everybody, but if you know somebody that's sick and tired of their job, wants to be part of something that's going to change the world and pay them for doing it, this is the only thing I've ever found. I get paid to help people improve themselves so they can make more money, and in the process of them making more money as they improve themselves, I get paid. It's genius. Powur only pays people for putting solar on rooftops or getting partners trained to put solar on rooftops. It's a really simple business model. We find customers for Solar City, and we find people that want to find customers for Solar City. That's it. Do you want to have zero down solar on your roof? We're your team. If you want to join a team looking for other people that want to be part of changing how the energy structure and how it's distributed and how the wealth is distributed and how the world's run, sign up today. Pay your $500. You imagine? You want to buy a McDonald's, a little drive-through, little fucking, excuse language, box in some downtown center costs you $250,000. You got to work it every day, 7 days a week for 5 years yourself as a manager to have any chance of paying it off ever. Here for $500, you can be part of change. You can be part of the winning team. These are crusaders. These are champions. These are like the knights of old. This is a crusade of light. If you ever wanted to stand up and say, I'm here for the good of the planet, the good of the people, I want to make a difference, I want to participate in change, this is it. Just do it. It's really that simple. I'm in a different country. The country I'm in, they don't even know when Powur's going to be here. I'm not worried. It's coming. It might take 2 or 3 years for the government to get their heads out of their asses and take care of these issues and sort it out. But young guy, I'm in good health. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm mastering the skills that are going to serve me well when this thing comes to Canada. I know there's only one other guy in Canada that has a larger team than me, so I don't mind being number 2. Number 2 is kind of cool when you're talking about the whole country. And who knows? Things are just starting out. I'm not even a year into this thing. And I've had a person a week join my business. I've never had that experience before. It's an easy conversation. Do you want to help people get green and clean and save some money? If you want to make some money, sharing something like zero down. No money out of pocket. It's not free. There's a difference. Don't make that mistake. Compliance will be all over my ass. It'd be a problem. But we have zero down solar for 23 states, I believe, as I sit here today, with 2 more opening next month, so that's going to be 24, 25, depending on the subtraction and the addition of the Nevada thing. Hawaii's opened up and Florida's changed. The game is getting bigger all the time. The company's growing. Solar City stocks just went up. Everything is changing. Everybody's talking about green. It's going to be a year or 2, year going to Mexico, maybe 2 years going into Canada, 3 years going other places. It's going to be global. It's taking off. It has the grassroots support. It's a thing whose time has come. Jonathan, you are a genius. And the people you gathered around you, Jim and Bobby and Vanessa and Andrea and all the core people, I love you all. I see the vision. I see the dream. I want